Imagine a tool so revolutionary, it not only transforms your design process, but redefines creativity as we know it. That's right, today we dive deep into Adobe Firefly's latest features, unveiling the future of design pixel by pixel. From astounding text effects to AI-powered image generation, you're about to witness a digital renaissance. If you've ever wondered where design is headed in the 21st century or yearned for a peek into tomorrow's art room, you're in the perfect place. Stay with us, this journey promises to reshape your artistic horizons. Number 1. Adobe Firefly, as the latest sensation from the software magnate, comes with a reputation not just for its features, but for the ethical stance it takes in content creation. When we think of AI-driven tools, copyright infringement tends to lurk in the shadows. Many artists find their works being replicated without consent. Adobe decided to march to a different drummer with Firefly. Every image it has been trained on is either licensed or belongs to the public domain, showcasing a rare blend of technological advancement with a touch of ethical consciousness. Not only does this make it a safe choice for companies, but it also brings along the assurance of the Content Authenticity Initiative metadata. This nifty feature informs users that the images they see have been AI generated, further crediting any content that played a part in their creation. Taking its commitment a step further, Adobe's enormous influence in the design domain is what sets it apart. A staggering 90% of professionals in the creative arena lean towards Adobe Photoshop for their designs. The numbers speak for themselves. Within the first 7 months post-Firefly's launch, over 3 billion images were brought to life by users. As if that wasn't enough to keep Adobe busy, they're in discussions with Google to incorporate Firefly into Google Bard, Google's AI chatbot. The integration doesn't end there. Adobe plans to infuse the magic of Firefly into fan favorites like Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Express, and eventually into tools like Premiere Pro and InDesign. Catering to seasoned designers, yet ensuring it remains accessible to the layman, Adobe is undoubtedly painting the town red with Firefly. Number 2. Let's dive deep into the wondrous world of Adobe Firefly's features, starting with text to image. Think of this as the main course in a lavish banquet of features, and boy does Firefly deliver. For instance, when provided with a prompt, a woman staring through a cafe window with her reflection in it, close up, looking off into the distance, Firefly paints a visual masterpiece reminiscent of premium stock photos. This capability owes a lot to Firefly's extensive training with Adobe's stock library, allowing it to rub shoulders with big names like Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, and DALL-E. With the launch of the upgraded Image 2 model in October 2023, Adobe has significantly ironed out the quirks of the initial version, such as the odd representation of human hands. The leap in output quality is nothing short of remarkable, with the newer model displaying a finesse that rivals human-created images. But the glitz doesn't end with just the quality of images. Where Firefly truly shines is in its user interface. Where many generative AI image tools tend to get caught up in technical jargon and complex initiation processes, Firefly invites users with a wall of inspiration. This wall serves as a visual palette of possibilities, showcasing the vast potential of Firefly's rendering prowess. If users ever find themselves at a crossroads, they can simply return to this wall for a burst of inspiration. And for those who know exactly what they want, Firefly offers an intuitive interface to type in their prompts directly. Adding the cherry on top is the ability to drag and drop a reference image, making brand consistency a breeze. It's a UI that not only offers possibilities, but also keeps it delightfully simple and efficient. Number 3. Another feature that deserves the limelight is the generative fill, which can be considered a seasoned Photoshop user's dream come true. It seamlessly replaces parts of an image you might not want with something more in line with your vision. A case in point would be transforming a backdrop of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina to a serene sunset over the ocean, all with a few simple tweaks. While the feature does have its limitations when it comes to creating realistic objects, when allowed to thrive in its sweet spot, the results are genuinely jaw-dropping. On the design-specific front, Adobe Firefly introduces text effects, a godsend for designers. This tool effortlessly transforms mundane text into captivating visual narratives. A mere input of the word jungle with a prompt for jungle, vine, and animals metamorphoses into a typographical masterpiece teeming with vibrant flora and fauna. Similarly, prompts like dripping honey are brought to life with an attention to detail that makes it a joy to behold. For designers, this isn't just a tool, it's a canvas of limitless possibilities, all at the click of a button. Generative recolor, or vector recoloring, is a nod to the intricate needs of designers. Typically, designers would have to manually recolor vector images in tools like Adobe Illustrator. With Firefly, color combinations can be experimented with at the drop of a hat. Whether it's evoking the nostalgic vibes of the 80s or something more avant-garde, Firefly's generative recolor feature is like handing a painter not just a brush, but an entire palette of hues to choose from. Number 4. Adobe Firefly doesn't just rest on its laurels with the already introduced features. It brings to the fore a unique capability known as generative styles. Generative styles takes Firefly a leap ahead of its competitors. Ever found yourself lost, looking for the perfect style to fit your image? Firefly understands that and turns the tables. Instead of users adjusting their creativity to the tool, Firefly adjusts its creativity to the user. With this feature, users can simply describe the desired style, and Firefly will try to replicate it. Whether you're aiming for a retro, noir-esque feel, or a futuristic neon-tinted ambience, Firefly takes your textual cues and tries to mold the image accordingly. It's like having a personal stylist for your images, ensuring that every piece you create aligns perfectly with your envisioned aesthetic. While this feature is undeniably groundbreaking, the real game changer is how Firefly interprets and learns from user feedback. If a rendered style doesn't quite hit the mark, users can provide feedback, and Firefly will recalibrate its approach, aiming to get closer to the user's vision with every iteration. It's a symbiotic relationship where the tool learns from the user and vice versa, ensuring that over time, Firefly becomes an even more potent ally in a designer's arsenal. Number 5. Every artist and designer knows that while creating is the heart of their work, collaboration is often the soul. Recognizing this, Adobe Firefly introduces Collaborative Canvas. Think of this as a digital workspace, but instead of being a mere platform for sharing and reviewing, it's an interactive realm where multiple users can employ Firefly's capabilities simultaneously. Imagine working on a design project with a team scattered across the globe. Instead of the tedious back and forth with edits and suggestions, with Collaborative Canvas, every team member can hop onto the platform and make real-time changes. Not only does this drastically reduce the time taken for projects, but it also fosters a genuinely collaborative spirit. Each member can bring their unique perspectives to the table, and with Firefly's suite of features at their fingertips, the canvas becomes a melting pot of creativity. And for those concerned about the chaos that might ensue with multiple chefs in the kitchen, Firefly has got you covered. It smartly tracks changes, offers version controls, and provides a streamlined workflow, ensuring that collaboration enhances the project rather than complicating it. With Collaborative Canvas, Firefly is not just a tool for individual creators, but a bridge that brings creative minds together, making the adage, "two heads are better than one," a visual reality. And there we have it, a whirlwind tour of Adobe Firefly's innovative realm. From artists to avid tech enthusiasts, the future sure seems promising, doesn't it? Remember, creativity knows no bounds, and with tools like these, the canvas just got broader. Until next time, keep those creative juices flowing, and always aim to design a brighter tomorrow.